So we'll come in and find a place on the fuel line here to place this fuel filter. I kind of like this spot right here. Now in your car you might find another location, but this, for our car, this is a nice spot. Here's the inside. And just make sure that tuck's out of the way so it doesn't interfere with any linkage or any electrical items or anything like that, and everything should be good. Now that the fuel line's taken care of, we can do the vacuum lines. I went ahead and replaced the vacuum advance line because the old line's pretty cracked and we're just asking for a vacuum leak if we don't. Now this particular vacuum advance uses ported, or what they call timed vacuum. And the way we can tell that on a carburetor is if you're looking at the ports on the front, one is slightly higher than the other. If you look at this one, it's a little bit lower. This one's slightly higher on the carburetor. We're going to use the one that's slightly higher because that's above the throttle plates, which is ported, or what they call timed vacuum. The other one we're not going to use. Now this is manifold vacuum. This car right here is a manual transmission car, so we don't need a vacuum line going down to the transmission's modulator valve. So we're just going to plug that off. Well, included with your carburetor is this little goodie package, and it has little extra goodies in there. Throttle balls, stud for the air cleaner, an air cleaner gasket, and some wire when we hook up the electric choke. So we're going to take one of the vacuum line plugs. We're just going to plug that one off. And then we have the PCV port right here, so we're just going to plug the PCV line in. We're going to reuse this line right here because it's fairly new. Now our vacuum lines are hooked up. Now we're ready to hook up the throttle linkage. Now Edelbrock carburetors are compatible with most styles of throttle linkages. In with the parts bag that you get with your carburetor, they also include the little ball and nut and washer for the GM applications. So we're going to go ahead and install that. Once that's nice and snug, now we can re-snap our throttle linkage in. And you want to check for full travel. Make sure you have a good, smooth, full travel. No binding or anything like that. And then, most importantly, install a new return spring. This thing's really important, and you want to make sure you got a good one on there.